Hi everyone, here's the video for tonight's class using the Dove of Hope stamp set and also In the Pines. So first of all I'm going to show you what we're going to be using. So this is the In the Pines stamp set and these are the dies that go with it. So some of these cut out stamped images, 1, 2, 3, 4 trees. You've got 3 that do just die cuts and you've got 2 that do snow slopes. And then you've got the Dove of Hope stamp set, which has lots of stamped images, little snowflake, and also some really nice sentiments. And then you've got the Dove of Hope dies, which have got the dove and the wing outline. And then you've got little berries to go on this bough. You've got the stamped images of the 2 doves that have got a die to cut them out, a little green sprig and the bauble and the branch there and the tail of the dove. As well, we will also be using this Evergreen Forest 3D embossing folder as well. So I put those away and I've just sent you all out a message this afternoon to say that I just discovered that I haven't put in the kits this pretty peacock card base, so really sorry about that. Hopefully you can cut your own. It's basically a piece of A4 cardstock that you put on your Stampin' Trimmer at 4 1/8 of an inch, and then you cut it down. You turn it 90 degrees and then you measure it at 5 7/8 of an inch and score, and that gives you a portrait card. Okay, so you could do this in Pretty Peacock, Island Indigo if you've still got it. Might be able to do it Night of Navy, but also Whisper White would look equally good as well. If you're stuck and you don't have the right colour cardstock, or you'd like me to provide you with the card base, then just let me know and I can sort that out. You'll have a pack which will have 2 doves with wings and all the bits and pieces, as well as 2 gold gilded gems and 2 pearls, which are just for extra embellishment. So I'll just put those to one side. We'll be using those. So this is the first card, which is a stepper card, and here you've got the inside there, and this is what it looks like. So I've done the embossing for you and I've done the scoring for you, so that will fold up like that. You've got a large piece of designer series paper that will go there, a smaller piece that will go there, and then you stamp your sentiment on there, and those will be stuck just halfway up like that. Obviously they will be even. I've sent you photographs of the card, so that should help. And then this one will stick on the middle fold, just about there, about halfway. And then this, you can choose to just use your Stampin', you take your pick tool or piercing tool to just take the little extra bits out and stick that across there. And then I'll just show you and then that will stick on here like that, or on another card base if you've got it. Just putting the dove together for this one, you're going to be using, you need to take the little pieces out with your piercing tool or take your pick tool. You're going to use Tombow or fine tip glue pen to stick that to the white wing, and that will go on the dove like so. And then you've got another white wing and the outline as well that will go like so. So that's how you'll stick that dove together, and the other dove is for the other card. So hopefully that makes sense for you. So that's the first card. Okay, so I'll just get that one out of the way. And then the next card is this one, and I can see the card base for that one, so I'm safe on this one. So here we go. This is going to be for the second dove, and you can see there's gold under the wings. So again, you have the dove and you have the gold will go underneath. You take the little pieces out with your take your pick tool and you'll just stick that piece underneath. And then you've got 2 wings, which you'll take all the little pieces out and then stick that one like that and that one like that. And then that will be, because the dove's going to go like that, your wing's going to go like that. And then this one will go slightly up like that. You're going to stamp your sentiment on this piece, and then this has been embossed with a textile 3D embossing folder. That's going to go across there. I'll just move this up a bit. That circle is going to go on there, and then you're going to put this gold piece, which is actually from the Sail Away set of dies. Quite useful, that one, if you've got that set of dies. and then the dove is going to go on like that with a little, and it's going to go up a bit, sort of that way. And obviously take the piece out for its eye, and this is the little olive branch which will be going in its beak, sort of like that. And then you can put your sentiment on dimensionals, and then I've put a gold gilded gem there. You can put 2 on if you like, or you can use 1 for the other card, so that's your choice to do that. And then I'll put these doves away and put these card pieces away. So that's a fairly straightforward one. So I'll just put that in like that and put these back in the little packet so they don't get lost. There we go. So you will be using your Take Your Pick tool quite a lot for this class. So that's the 2 Dove of Hope cards. Okay, so now we come on to the first of the In the Pines cards. So for this one, I've given you your card base. Now I just want you to know that I've given you Highland Heather, but if you want to change it to another colour and do your sponging in a different colour, then just use this for another card and cut yourself. It's basically 3 3/4 by 5.5 to go over the Coastal Cabana. So choose another colour if you want to sponge with another colour. So you can use a sponge with this or a brayer. Main point is to remember to take your circle, which is for the moon, put a tiny bit of adhesive on the back, and then just stick it down. When I say adhesive, a little bit of a tape runner, but you don't want it to be really sticky because you don't want to tear the card underneath. Or you can just hold it there while you're sponging. And then I did Coastal Cabana in this half, and then I did Highland Heather in this half. You can use a brayer if you like, or you can use a sponge like this, one of our Stampin' Up sponges. You could use sponge daubers as well, but you need to give a circular motion and a light touch. I'll be demonstrating that tonight. The sentiment will go on there, and you can stick that on dimensionals if you like. And then you've got the tree, which could tuck behind like that, or it can go on top. That's up to you. And that is that card. Fairly straightforward, really just a bit of sponging to do. And then I have put some Wink of Stella on the trees. You could use also, if you've got champagne glimmer paint, you could get a paintbrush, shake it like this, make sure you've got some in the top of the lid, and just pick it off and carefully, gently put it on. It'll give more glimmer than the Wink of Stella, but here I've used the Wink of Stella. Okay, so that is that card. So I'll just put these pieces away, and we'll move on to the last one. So this is the last one here, and this is using grey granite. I've said grey granite ink, but you could, because you're going to be sponging the trees. I've done it in grey granite, on grey granite cardstock, but it's up to you whether you want to do it in a different colour. So I've cut out with a 3D embossing folder the trees. I like it that way, but you could put it that way. So that is going to be stuck onto the piece of grey granite here. So actually, if you put adhesive along the vellum where it has been embossed, it won't show at all. Well, I found that mine didn't. You may want a little bit along the top. If you've got a fine tip glue pen, I find I can put it underneath and it doesn't really show. Tombow does dry clear. I actually left this bit that I didn't stick it down, but it's up to you whether you want to do that. So basically, your card is like this. This will go on top like that, but I actually stuck the base of this. I put a tiny bit of glue along there, and then I just stuck it to this piece so it was halfway across, and then cut off the ends afterwards. And I did the same on the bottom, a thin line along there at the edge, and stuck it to the piece of champagne glimmer cardstock, which is a gorgeous colour with this. So basically, this one I put the glue down the 2 short sides and along the bottom so that I'd be able to put the other trees in after I'd stuck it down. So this will be stuck to the card base like that. You've already put the champagne glimmer strips along, and then that will be stuck on, but down, along and down. And I left this bit open, and you'll need to use your Take Your Pick tool to take the pieces out of the trees. I put one there. You can put them wherever you like, one there, and actually you've got 2 small trees and 1 large tree, and then I put one back there. So it's up to you. Now I stamped with Whisper White Craft ink the snowflakes, using, there's a tiny stamp here. Can you see the snow there, the little snow stamp? I think the Dove of Hope has a little snowflake there. Waterfront has a little snowy stamp as well, or you could just leave it like that, it's up to you. Or you could take some Whisper White crafting refill, put it on an acrylic block, bit of water, put a paintbrush and flick before you stick all this down, flick it across, and that'll give you a nice sort of flicked white background. And basically that's all there is to it. Obviously stamp your greeting sentiment with whichever you want, and that is the final card. But you do need to sponge these trees if you want a bit of definition. Can you see the difference between those and those? So it's up to you whether you want the trees to stand out. You could use probably Crumb Cake Sahara Sand is probably the closest to use. Could use Smoky Slate. It's up to you if you want to give some definition or not. And you could, if you wanted to, put some Wink of Stella or Champagne Glimmer paint on the trees. So I really hope that you enjoy this class. This is mainly for the people that don't do Zoom or can't have access to Zoom. And let me know if you have any problems. I'm very happy to help you out. And certainly if you want a replacement for the card that I forgot to put in, then please let me know. So have a great day. Bye.